YouTube, what's going on? Felt a little weird. It's been a few days. It's been a few days since I've sat in front of the old command center, recorded a couple of videos. Speaking of command center, oh, what a smooth little segue that was. You can tell it's been a few days ago. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's back. Starship Trooper. We've been slowly stepping our way in the prog rock world. We've been dabbling our toes in the pool a little bit. To be fair, it's not really like you can do that. There's not really a way to ease yourself in. You kind of just, it is what it is. You're just gonna fucking, jump in the deep end, basically. But we've done some. Yes, we did Roundabout. We did Further Fifth by Yetiness. We've also just started Rush. That's 3 prog rock bands that we've done. 1 song each. Time to come back to Yes. And to be honest, it's been, I feel like it was like April or something like that they did that video. Which is too long. So, what else can I say? Alright, on to the comments. This was the most requested / also the top liked comment was saying do this one, or I think you'd like this one. Starship Trooper. Obviously the same name of a novel / also film franchise, although the first film was 97. So I think this was inspired probably more just by the novel. Yeah, this came out in 71 and the book came out in 1959. John Anderson said himself this is inspired by the novel. Okay, there's a quote there, we'll read that at the end. Yeah, I really like that on Google for the film. There's Starship Troopers. There's multiple of them in the film / novel. 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then the top audience review is one of the best action movies of all time. I feel like he hasn't seen many action movies. Right. Listen, it's long because it's prog, so of course it is. Why did I move in? I moved the wrong way. This way. Let's listen to it. Starship Trooper. Let's give it a whack. And I got my good earphones back, so I'm excited about that. I like the bass. It's funky.
Please don't say a word. To me in sweet accustomed ways.
Again, I'm like listening to all different layers and stuff. I feel like we're in a transitional section. So yeah, I like so far, and I say so far because that's the thing with prog, right? Is it it's a journey, it's an adventure. You're never Let's try that one again. You never know how you're going to end up where you're ending up. To be honest, you don't even know where you're going to end up. You don't know what twists you're going to take along the way. You don't know how things are going to progress. So things could be different. But at least for the first 2.5 minutes, it's quite funky. It's quite like relaxing. I can imagine it being like a nice. It's nice for a day like this. I point out the window as if you guys can actually see, which of course you can't. You know, it's a nice sunny day. Maybe you can have it on in the background, like a barbecue or whatever. You're flipping some burgers and you've got this going in the background. Everyone's having a good time, you know. It's quite nice in that sense. I think it's, you know, it's quite bright out. I think it's about 20 Celsius right now, which is about 70 Fahrenheit, a little bit less. So yeah, it's not too warm, but it's pretty warm still. Yeah, I like it. It's just a nice tone to it. And I like the sort of storytelling aspect of it as well, even though I know I've got a lot of comments on the last one that say, in a lot of cases for yes, the lyrics are more written to almost like another instrument, but like to match the song or whatever, as well as being their own thing that you can still read and appreciate. A lot of it is about the music, but you know, we can talk about that a little more later on. So I guess because it's different and they switched it up, but it still suits in the tone of the rest of the song. Which I guess is the point, but I think they've done it well. Moving into the next section.
Speak to me of summer, long winters longer, and time can remember setting up all of
I like it because I still feel like I said before, about something that you could just kind of have on in the background, you could chill to, you could vibe to, have it at a barbecue, have it on while you're cleaning the house, have it on, or even just while you're, you know, relaxing, you know, in the evening or whatever you want to do. You could have it on in the background and kind of just have it be like a nice vibe, a nice atmosphere. But in the exact same way, if you wanted to, you could also still appreciate the intricacies of it and the nuances of the various different layers and all the instruments and how everything's building up and contributing in the way that it is. So like this got kind of that balance of how, you know, it's the atmosphere that they've made through the sound that they're making. You could put it on and just enjoy it for what it is. But at the same time, you could have something like this context where I'm like, you know, listening to all the little details. Like I'm quite focused on it, I feel. Which is maybe not, you know, facially I'm not like, you know, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, but it's because I'm, you know, I'm in it. Like I'm in the song and I'm like focusing on every aspect of it. And I like they can do that. They can do something where it's like you could just enjoy it for what it is and just enjoy the sound and the atmosphere. But by the same merit, you can still, if you wanted to, enjoy the technical aspect of the music and stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. I like it.
roads to travel on in old accustomed ways. I still remember the talks by the water, the proud sons and daughters that knew the knowledge of the land, spoke to me in sweet accustomed ways.
We'll do like this. I feel like this is building up to something now, because this feels like it could be winding down with the song, but then there's still 3 minutes to go, so it's like, oh, what's coming, you know? What's next? It's exciting, it's like a musical journey in one song. Sound even. Tones like the rest of the song so far. It's great. Brought to you by Ramen Noodle / Kiwi Land Productions. I think that's just the YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wasn't. It's hard to even say what I was or wasn't expecting with something like this, because it's a prog song. It's 9 minutes long. You don't know what's going to happen, where it's going to go. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wasn't expecting the ending. I think it shifted tonally a little bit, but it worked really well. But even though it shifted tonally, it still fit the rest of the song. I feel it progressed in the right way, so that it wasn't like a weird out of place change, or like it progressed in the right way that it all worked together. But I really like that solo at the end. I guess I don't know if you'd call it. It's like a pseudo solo. I like what they did with doing like the one bit, like switching between the airs. It was almost like dueling a little bit, and you're like, you know, what's coming out, boo boo boo. But yeah, it was great. But I also feel like it would almost be maybe disrespectful isn't the word, but not fair to call it a solo, considering how many other layers and elements musically there are going on at the same time there, and you know, it's kind of part of the whole thing. And it's all very impressive, and yeah, it was really nice. I really like, but I really like the guitar section at the end, is what I'm getting at. I really dug it. Yeah. So I mean, there's so many lyrics here. But it's a story, right? You know, I haven't read Starship Troopers. Although, funny enough, I said recently I was going to start reading more. I picked up this one, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I'm going to start reading this in the next couple of days because I asked in the backcountry reaction, the video of it is inspired a little bit by this book. So I asked about it and people said, yeah, it's good, you check it out, or anything by Hunter S. Thompson. So I picked it up, I'm going to start reading it. But I haven't read Starship Troopers, so it's not like I can necessarily draw the parallels between, you know, if he's referencing anything specific within his lyrics, because obviously I wouldn't know the reference to make the connection. But the storytelling, the way he makes his music. So it was written by Chris Squire, Steve Howe, John Anderson. I think does John Anderson do the lyrics, or maybe they do them together? I don't know. The storytelling, even though this is something that people have said with Yes, is like sometimes it's just part of it rather than the main thing to focus on. A lot of the time the music comes first and then they write the lyrics just to fit the music. You know, it really depends song to song, but that's kind of a big thing for Yes. But in the same merit, you could still quite easily look at the lyrics and be like, yeah, these are very well written. It's you know, he tells an interesting story. The imagery aspect of it is quite strong, which I said in Roundabout, because obviously he's describing locations in that one quite a bit and a journey through Scotland or wherever. I think Scotland is going to look bad if it isn't, because people have definitely told me and I've forgotten, but I'll check. But he said Starship Troopers is a great title of a book by Heinlein. I just like the idea of a Starship Trooper being another guardian angel and Mother Earth. The third verse was all about, you know who I am, just take care of my soul. So it was as though I was writing about my search for truth and search for an understanding of what God truly is. So, you know, whether the lyrics are like the most important thing or not the most important thing, there's still meaning to them in relevance and context of the song, but also specific to the writer as well. So that's, you know, it's nice. I get some people, oh, that's a monumental comment that I was about to start reading through about one reference in the song that isn't definitively proved. And it has one like, so maybe actually I won't read that entire thing, but I'm sure what he says has plenty of validity. Regardless. That said, though, that was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. You just stick it out, do whatever, dude. That was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. Those two things usually go hand in hand. Thank you for watching. I guess I'm kind of sorry that it took so forever. Isn't a sentence. You can't say words like that. It took so long to get from one Yes song to another, but it's just part of the journey, brother. You know. But there'll be more. It is what it is. You know how it works. It's the nature of the beast. I started back at uni on Friday, so I'm going through kind of an adjustment period. But I've set myself a goal for the end of the year, so hopefully I'm going to just keep pushing and work real hard in the next few months, both on obviously uni, but then on this as well as my side projects. I'm going to kind of push everything basically. So that said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Peace out, guys.